Hello and welcome to Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath and an intuitive card reader. Just one moment. This is for you guys. This is a smudge, an indigenous custom. It's highly prized and valued and worshipped from Mother Nature by the indigenous people of North America. Used in a lot of their ceremonies, prayers, just about everything that they do is done with sweetgrass. And the sweetgrass here grows in my front lawn naturally, all by itself. Then I add some sage to it and burn it. Scientifically proven, it clears out 95% of the airborne bacteria in your house. It also clears out energies, brings us closer to spirits within ourselves, Mother Nature. So that's why I put up a smudge while I can, while the supply lasts. We're still in the end of summer days, but I'm hoping to reap one more harvest from it. Just a small patch. I'll run out here before long, and I don't know what I will do without putting my smudge up before the readings. So anyway, for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome, and thanks again, guys, all my friends out there, and for those that have already subscribed to the channel. I'm not quite ready yet here. I am doing mid-monthly readings. Yesterday I set a record for doing my videos, and I actually got 6 done. And I thought, oh wow, so that means I get 6 more done tomorrow, and then I'm finished until October. And that's not what happened. I had a revolving door here today. I had a lot of people coming to the door and company and whatnot. I didn't get anything done. And it's now 10:47 p.m. in the evening. And anyways, let's see. As I was saying, thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your Google Plusing and all these things. Please feel free to share. Please feel free to leave comments below this video window. If you're a new subscriber and if you're new to YouTube or you haven't subscribed, the little red subscription button beneath this video window, every time Fundy Fortunes posts anything new, you'll be alerted through your email. That's all it's for. It's free. The subscriptions are free on YouTube, just in case some of you weren't aware of that. So let's see here. I use for my online readings, I do a 5-card spread of this 78 card deck. All tarot decks are 78 cards. I pull 5 for these general readings. The Oceanic Tarot, and it is written by Jane Wallace and illustrations of Jane Delaford Taylor. For those of you that are new, we have to give credit, and it should be that way. They're great. They're great cards. I pull one significator outside of those 5 cards from my deck of tarot, which is a completely different deck, and that's just what it's called, tarot. And the writer and creator of these are Bridget Reed, and the illustrator, I think it's Colin Howard. Yes, it is. So we've given credit where that's due. All right. This is a general reading. I just want to stress that right off the top for those of you that aren't aware. What that means is that this is a general reading, not specifically private to you, the viewer that's listening to me right now, but it's for every person under this sign. I'm going to get to the sign in a second here. So it may resonate with you on a personal level. It may not resonate with you at all. If you find you like the reading, I do offer the service for private readings. All that can be found in the description box below this video window. Just read it through once is all I ask you guys to do. Just read through once so you know how the private readings work with Fundy Fortunes. What you get for your money is basically what you're seeing here, only it's me giving you your personal reading, much larger spread, and they run about an hour long. I give you the link, which takes you back into YouTube and is saved under private. Nobody can see it but you, and you get to watch the video over and over again. Okay, so I've got my cards already laid out here, and I'm just glad to finally be here. Just had a lot of stuff going on, and I didn't think I was even going to get this tonight. I'm not going to get 6 done tonight because it would be tomorrow afternoon before I finish, but I'm going to get 2 out tonight. So what I'm doing a little differently, I've been doing the 12 mid-monthlies, and I do them starting with the birthday month, and then I work backward from there. So the next reading that I was supposed to do, and since none of you here are Pisces, I was supposed to do Pisces next, and then Aries. I've switched it up, though. I'm going to do Aries and then Pisces. So none of you Aries run around and go outside of this little room telling the rest of the Pisces that you guys got kicked down the line. I'm just joking around. I'm being silly. So yeah, the reason being is one of my viewers, I don't know her personally at all, but Pam, a shout out to Pam. Pam's a regular viewer. She likes to comment and have her say and put her thoughts out there on the videos that she does watch. Because of that, my way of, she had left a message on the Libra video. She said something like she was, dying, waiting for Aries to come up, waiting for the video for Aries for mid-month September. And I thought, well, I'm not going to make her wait. She's a really, she's very, very, a regular visitor. So to show my gratitude, as I started to say, I thought I'd bump Aries up so she doesn't have to wait anymore. As it is, it's going to be 4 hours even after this reading's done before she gets to see it. That's YouTube's fault. They're real slow with the uploads. Half an hour video is a 2.5 hour upload with YouTube. And when you get 6 or 7 to do a day, then your whole day is gone and it is shot. Anyway, here we go. Let's just get on with the reading here. For those that are new again, 5-card spread. Each card falls in a specific place with a specific background meaning. The first card that I pull is going to be your overall energy for the reading. The second card is your wealth and your finances. Third card is your heart, your love, your anything to do with love in your heart. The fourth card is going to be your challenges for mid-month September. And the fifth card is your message from spirit. And then I'll pull a significator at the very end for the overall reading. So this is for mid-monthly September 2016 for the sign of Aries. No tattletelling. Let's get on with it here. All right. First card that I pulled for you, and for those of you new to tarot readings, don't think this is a literal meaning, but I pulled the card of death. Is what I pulled. Oh, I've got to plug my camera in. Bear with me 1 minute. I've got another little webcam that I don't use the webcam for, but what I turn it on for is it's got little LED lights on either side of it, and it lights my cards up a little bit at night. I haven't found the sweet spot yet. There we go. Now just have to, the window's going to shake here a little bit. There we go. Okay. So, there. Death. Now let's see if I can. And there it is. Now, in a regular tarot deck, in most tarot decks, they show a skeleton with the black hood on, riding on a huge steed of some kind, usually a black horse. Everything's all black and it's all dark. In the Oceanic Tarot deck, everything refers to Mother Ocean. So here, what we have in this picture, just to show you the picture, it is death. And what you're seeing is a dory used for fishing. It's sitting on the seabed, and it's been down there a long time because if you look closely, you can see where the sides are rotting out and whatnot. But look around the card, or the boat, the dory. There's fishing nets at either end. So one time, this boat had a specific purpose for fishing, obviously, and it sunk. So its purpose above the water became null and void kind of thing. But it wasn't really a death for the dory. It was just a change in service. A change of purpose is what it was. And it became very useful. Sitting on the seabed floor beneath the ocean, you could see the sea life and the mammal life all flowing through there. All kinds of different things, not just sharks, not just dolphins. That wreck provides a home for the marine life. Some actually will make it a home. Some use it as refuge to hide, maybe to, to rest, to eat. You've got plankton and all this kind of good stuff that grows all over it. So it feeds the sea life around it. And that's kind of like what the death card is all about. It's transformation. And right off the top, Aries, there's a big transformation. Some of you right now, the nudge right off the top, feeling the heat off the card here already. And some of you are already in this transformation mode in your life, and you're highly attuned to it. You're highly aware of it. It's very purpose-driven. When this card comes up, Aries, a great change is coming into your life. This is for some of you. Remember, this is a general reading. Right now, a transformation. The card is telling you to be ready for change for those of you that aren't aware of it. So some of you, it could be a new job or a brand new relationship. For some of you, bad habits or a habitual way of living, the death card comes in to clear the way. And it's exciting, and I'm feeling of the woos because it's a new era that's going to beckon for some of you. This is the beginning of a new era. It's wonderful. It's a real good, feel-good vibration from the card. This is a great way to start this reading. The advice of this card is telling you what will be, will be. So, but don't resist change that needs to happen. Don't resist it. Embrace it. Welcome it. Even if you see a couple dark shadows, let's say it's like this cloud coming at you and this new opportunity is floating. You see a gray cloud or shadow in the cloud here and a gray one there. Don't shy away from it because of that. Embrace it. Because what that shows you is change is coming up. There's going to be variety there, not just this clean blank slate that's not showing any signs of life. If you're seeing bits of shading of gray and dark spots and brown spots within the layers of this cloud, it means basically that you're really going to go through change, and it's full of life and vibrancy, and you're going to see pops of color in an otherwise black and white world. Embrace those things. They're not necessarily going to be negative things because of the coloring. This is all metaphorical, mind you, okay? I'm not crazy. I'm not talking about a literal cloud. It's a metaphor for the change coming into your life. And basically, the shading shows what an interesting change this is going to be. It implicates interesting times and developments because there's color there. There's pops of color in an otherwise white world or black and white world. And color's a good thing. It implies and insinuates richness in your life, variety, fullness. These are the feelings that I'm seeing and feeling right now for you, Aries. This is a great, great card. Right on. For the very first card in the reading. This is wonderful. Keywords for this card are rebirth, endings, change, release, relief, and conclusions. This is almost as good as getting an ace, because it's telling you there's endings and you're walking into new beginnings. I don't see any aces. Yes, we do. I told you I was having a hard time getting around to doing this reading, and I did these cards and shuffled and cut them and did everything else that I do. I have this thing that I do every night before I start a reading. And me going on saying this is good is getting cups. You've got 2 cups in your reading. This is wonderful. Okay, so there's the general overall reading for the card for this reading. The second one I pull is health, or not health, but wealth and finances. I pulled the 4 of cups, and it's all about boredom. Boredom. I'm bored. Really, really bored. Okay. There we go. All right. So when this card shows up, this card, the advice is to look for inspiration to renew your faith. Life will bring you what you need as you need it. The universe is using the word need or want. When putting a request out to the universe, those scratch those words right off, because what the universe hears is literally your thoughts. The universe hears, oh, you need X amount of dollars, you need a new home, keep needing, because that's the strongest word in there. It's what it's all about, and it shows you take that word out and don't use the word want, because the universe will hear the word want, will keep wanting. I'm going to let you keep wanting. Keep wanting. So with the universe, when you're putting requests in, one moment, excuse me, very, very dry. My tea's cold. Blah. Anyway, when you're requesting something from life, from the universe, from the masters of the universe and the masters of the natural world order, you say, bring me. And then you state what it is. Bring this to me. And it does work. But you have to really, it's an emotional request. Anything you ask for, I don't care if it's a house, because house is an emotional, but the desire to own your own home, a specific home, is an emotional thing. So emotions play a really, really, really big part in all of this. So you need to burn inside and yearn, and it has to go deep. And you have to be sincere in your wishes to the universe. When you request that something be brought to you, you have to really, really. I've had some freaky things happen, man. um, I'm not even going to go into it because it's too freaky to even repeat the story. Some people in my life, yes, they know about it, you know. But I'll just say this, that I was having such a bad couple of weeks, and it was relentless. And I got to one point, and I was ready to explode. But rather than exploding, and every inch of me was literally vibrating. And I wish somebody dead. I was that far gone. They just brought the worst out of me. Granted, that's probably maybe only the second time in my life that I have felt that way. But pushed beyond reason and sanity. And with every fiber of my being, all I could think of was, if you just died, you'd be happier, and so would everybody else. I just wanted this person to just die and get it over with. And then the moment passed, and I caught myself, and I calmed myself down again. This was at about 10:30 in the morning on a Monday. I hate Mondays, and I have my reasons. And what happened? 9 hours later, that person literally hit the floor, and they were dead for about a minute. Ambulance called, lights going, the whole bit. And the first thought that went through my mind before I hit the floor to help them, oh my God, I wish them with every fiber of my being. My stomach was on fire, literally. Not literally, but you know what I mean? You feel the burn. Literally feel the burning. Something, and it's like the acid lets go in your system when you get that upset. You get that metallic taste in your mouth, and every part of you is shaking, and your breathing is fast. And when you can feel something that strongly, there's something to that, because it happened to me twice in my life so far, and I'm not done living yet. But when you can feel the vibrations and the universe, the communication between you and the universe, it's truly all about vibrations. I can tell it's going to be a long reading, and I'm sorry for that. But I'm being nudged and being pushed real hard to explain this to you. That don't use the word needs. Don't use the word wants. The universe sees what you need and will bring you what you need when you need it. The universe will put that forth, but you can't use those words when you're requesting anything. When the 4 arrives, you are looking for better, so better financial life, financially secure and financially certified. Financially not certified, that's not the word, established, we'll say. You're just looking for better. And for some of you, you have no belief of a better love or a better job. And some of you are pulling and retreating into your shell because of that. With this big change, some of you are going to have a hard time with this big change with the death card. You're going to struggle. You're not going to want to make these big changes. You're going to resist these, and you're going to go hide and pull a shell down, just like Cancer the crab would. You're going to pull that over, and you just want to be left alone, curled up into a ball in a dark shell somewhere, rather than come out, because change usually consists a lot of unknowns would go along and hand in hand with changes in our life. We know there's changes coming, but these are things that, because they're change, means we've never been there before. We've never gone in that direction before. We've never had encounters like that. It's unknown. Unknown brings out fear. It's our natural response is to hesitate. If we have half a brain, we don't go charging in. We hesitate. We want to feel out the situation. We need to know a little bit. And if that information is not forthcoming fast enough for some Aries, then they'll just retreat and they'll go hide, because it is a scary thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not judging anybody. Man, I've done it many times myself. I've been there. Um, I'm a Cancer, and I'm like an old oak tree. So when I plant, this down anywhere, and I know, and I tell myself, I'm going to be there as long as I can, because I love, like where I live, have been from the day we moved here 7 years ago, head over heels in love with where I live. It takes my breath away and still makes my heart do this. I'm very, very lucky where I live, and I know that. But I wanted that for a long time. And yes, it was scary first moving here. You're so far out, and I'm sorry about my clock. It's 11 bells. Yes, sorry. I should have stopped it. But living rural, this deeply rural, was, I had before, but I knew this was going to be longer. And you know what? It can't be long enough. A lifetime here couldn't be long enough. But there were unknowns, and I was afraid. And I said, I'm going in blind, because of the feelings that I had. I knew the minute I walked inside this house, all my life since I was 12 or 13, the house I was going to have when I grew up, the real knotty pine, ceiling and walls, and living on the, part of the Atlantic Ocean, living on the water. So when you feel things and they move you, there's so much power in that, but there's that unknown. For some of us, we shorten our lives and our life experiences hiding behind fear, when fear is just an emotion. It's not a big boulder. It's not a closet you can walk into and shut the door. It's something that isn't even real. It isn't even tangible. It's just an emotion. And it's a shame that a lot of people will live their life out of everything is fear-based. I'll like this spot and I'll be comfortable there if I know I'm safe there. That's a natural human response. Yes, it is. But some people go really, really, really overboard with it, and I know people like that. It's almost like they have you know, some kind of a hypochondriac reaction. I forget what that's called, but they're afraid to go out. They don't want to be around people, and it's a shame because they stint their life. Anyway, some of you are doing that right now. Key words for this card are stagnant, despondent, disillusionment, self-protection, need for change, and rigidity and stubbornness. The big thing with a lot of you right now is you want to make more money, and that's the whole point. And you're worried about your job, and you're worried about getting the right job, and worried about making the right amount of money, because the more money you have, the more money you're working for, the more self-confidence you have, the more proud you are, and the more you can share that luxury with the people that you care about. So this is a main concern for some of you Aries right now, not everybody. So you're either starting a job, looking for a job, and that seems like normal everyday stuff. But here's the thing. Cards are bringing it to the forefront, telling you need to pay attention to this. So you need to deal with this, and you need to decipher these fears and get them out of the way. Because there's a great, big, beautiful world out there waiting for you, and you can work in any job you want to work in if you want it bad enough. Need training? Go get the training. Go get the experience, whatever it is. Okay, that's enough. 20 minutes in and 2 cards covered. Wow, long reading. Aries. Okay, third card I pulled is your heart, your love, your romance. Has anything to do with your heart and love. I pulled the Ace of Wands, and this is all about growth. Okay. Nudged right off to say that for some of you right now, Aries, your relationships are going through a serious growth. Relationships grow every day. You either grow together, you grow apart, you grow more interesting, you grow, out of each other, you grow more into each other. Right now, there's some poignant moments with some of you, Aries, relationships that are very, how can I say it? It's wonderful for some of you, but at the same time, there's this nagging thing going on in the back of your head. And it's fear, wondering if you're disillusioned. Is it great as I think it is and what I perceive? Is it that great? Or are we going to separate tomorrow? Some of you feel almost like a limbo coming on where you're not going to know what to do, but yet for some reason, Everything looks really good right now. But you're worried. For some reason, there's something worrying you. This card is about growth, and it's about beginnings and your intuition, your sense of adventure, ideas, creativity. For some of you, it could be fertility, but I'm not seeing any other baby cards here, so I won't say that. Fertility doesn't mean just babies. Fertility means growth, actually. If something is fertile, if the soil is fertile, it'll grow life will grow out of it. So that covers that area as well. The card is suggesting for you that you need to talk and you need to create what it is that you're saying. And you need to step into your power. And we already covered that. Step into the power and push your fear away. Anything that you say right now is going to be well received by others around you. And for some of you, you're going to feel crowned with success, is what the card actually literally says. Projects and communications can be good, and to share your visions with others. And sometimes that's all that's holding, as far as love goes and couples go, is we're not sharing our deepest thoughts. And if we did, well, yeah, just think about it. If we did, really think about that. Any plans, and I feel for some of you, you've got your own plans and you haven't told your partner yet. You haven't told your family yet. I see a man packing up a bag and getting ready to catch a flight. This is all about him. This trip is all about him. And he's leaving behind a mate. And he's leaving behind family. He kind of isn't liking it, but it's something he has to do. It's one of you, Aries. One of you out there. Something that needs to be taken care of. And this is very personal. Has nothing to do with anybody else that's in your life right now. So your family has supported you because this is also a card that says yes to any plans that you may put into place. And your family's agreed reluctantly. For those that don't have any immediate family, these are people that are closest to you in your life. And it's all about new beginnings and about growth. And I feel very strongly for you, Aries, is personal growth. It has nothing to do with your children, your mate, your parents, your friends, your co-workers. Nothing to do with any of that. It's just about you. There's something you need to do. You're on an inner journey, you might say. One of my recent readings, and it's coming up again. You're going to go on a trip, but it isn't to see anybody else. You're going to meet you, is what this is about, meeting you. So you're getting on a plane and you're traveling away, and you're going to meet yourself because for some reason, one of you, only one Aries is doing this. Boys would like to see the comment left on that one. Moving on. Okay, your challenges for mid-September. Aries is the Ace of Swords. There's the other ace. Victory. Victory. All right. So the key words, and it would be anyway, are beginnings because it's another ace. When swords come up, it's all about making decisions, mulling things over, sorting through things. This is all mental, subconscious, and conscious stuff. All goes on up here. And swords kind of more or less that's part of what swords represents. So some of you are having to make decisions and following that up with action. Some of you need to clarify some things that are really important right now. Some of you need more determination to follow through with some things that you have started and you're second guessing yourself on. The advice of this card is to use your intelligence and victory will be yours. The Ace reveals that you will benefit from a smart decision that leads to immediate victory. If there have been any delays, the Ace shows breakthroughs, new beginnings in relationships, new beginning of mental clarity. For some of you, this could prove to be a legal battle. So you have to stand your ground here and be more determined and make a decision and then take action on that decision. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a legal situation. You've got to come down and make a decision. This decision will overturn everything overnight, just like that. It'll start the rollout of new beginnings because of a decision that you made. It affects other people as well, but mostly you. You're at the top of the ladder. So you make the decision, and behind that comes action. You've never been more clear about some things or some things that you've wanted. You've never been more clear in your life. So you're determined to follow them through. You'll come up with solutions and new ideas. It'll be great. Just wonderful. So the challenges is to just build up your determination and stick with what you've got going on right now. We're talking big things in your life, your personal life, your job, your work, family. These things are huge and forefront in our lives. And some of you, and this has already come up, huge major changes going on in your life. It's exciting. I feel for one of you, you feel like almost guilty that you shouldn't feel as excited as you do. Could be the end of a relationship. And you, if you thought back a month ago, you would have been heartbroken. And for some reason right now, it's like this is almost a relief because I'm ready to go meet somebody new. This was getting stale and old and boring. So this worked out well. Though I really, 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 really like that person, and it hurts me to think that we're not going to talk to each other every day anymore. We won't be, going out all the time and curling up. I'll miss that, but there were things that were stale. So there's guilt there because you don't feel more downtrodden about the separation. But in the end, you know that this is something that's good for you. Okay, so the last card, the fifth card I pulled in the Oceanic Tarot, is the Page of Wands, and it's all about creativity. And this is your message from Spirit. And when pages show up in a reading, they bring messages, usually from a younger person. Okay. This young page is usually warm-hearted, very witty, and brings great news about creative projects, travel, plans, and new work. One can now discover new talents in the arts. The advice of this card: now's the time for self-expression through words, pictures, dance, and music. Keywords are messages, travel, news, communication, new work, expression, and transitioning, and some of you entertainment. Spirit says you're about to be thrown into a very colorful world. This is for some of you. You are about to experience something you've never experienced before. For some of you, yes, you could be going to take, art classes in Paris and be taught by the modern day masters. That could be part of it. And maybe one of you Aries knows of somebody. That's a nudge I'm getting to say. It's not probably any of you Aries, but one of you knows of somebody that's doing this. They're packing up and they're moving away, and this is just all about them. And they are moving away due to something in the arts. This is their experience. This is their training. This is their field of choice, their career for their life. So they're going to be gone a little while. I don't know where. I just see somebody traveling, and that's what it's all about, the arts. That's a good thing. That's a message from Spirit. Embrace the changes that are coming your way. Very many unique changes, things to get excited about. Some of you haven't felt this excited in years. It's really going to wake you up and shake you up. That's a good thing. There's the 5-card spread. That's done now. I'm going to move into the significator, and I just messed my cards. There we go. Okay. All right. So I pulled, and I like this guy, the Knight of Cups. I want you to take note of his body position and what he's doing. Take real good look. You see the cup he's holding? He is the Knight of Cups. Look at his body language. What do you notice in this picture? No boots on. No sword at his side. No shield. No helmet. No face shield. Wide open and vulnerable. Giving up thanks to the world. Giving up thanks to the Creator in the universe. Fill my cup. I leave myself and trust in you 100%. This is the card that humility is the word that comes to mind. Let me get my book for this one. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups represents balanced objectivity and a balanced outlook, sincerity, harmony, and equilibrium. And right off the get-go, what I feel is happily ever after. And that is for those making huge changes, and some of you are absolutely, well, I don't know any other words to use other than life-changing, life-altering, and for the better, for the better. This was a really good reading, Aries. Pam, I hope you liked the reading. And, yeah. So, Aries, you've got like a lot coming at you, and I feel, ooh, we got the woo-woos. I'm done the reading, and I'm still getting the, this is coming fast. It's coming like speeding train. You're going to feel almost like you were hit by a train, and, oh, catch your second wind and get your feet back under you again, and try to stay objective, as the card said. Objective. Harmony at home. Harmony in love. Harmony in life. Balance. Balance. Everything's balancing out. And it hasn't for a long time for some of you. It's been crazy. Overrun. Not stopping to taste the, not stopping to taste the sweetness of life. You see it there, it flashes by, you fly by it, but you don't stop to enjoy it, and that's going to change. And that's probably going to be the most surprising part for you, Aries. Oh my goodness, 37, it's going to be 38 minutes by the time I stop flapping my app. Aries, I hope you like the reading. I kind of bumped you guys up by one. I could get Pisces done now, and it's 11:23. I could see 3 a.m. coming up on me real quick. But it's not been a bad day. It's just been busy and unexpected. So anyway, tomorrow's another day, but I hope you enjoy this. And please, if you haven't subscribed, just do that. Click that button. And the next time that Bay of Fundy Fortune posts, which will be October, 12 more individual videos for all 12 signs of the zodiac for the month of October. For now, enjoy the rest of September. Enjoy the rest of summer while we still have it. The nights are growing cooler. I have the harvest moon right over my cove right now. I wish you guys could see. The tide is up and in. We have the highest tides in the world here, for those of you that don't know it. And the moonlight is shining across the cove on the water. Yeah, it's like something out of a movie. Pinch me, am I really here? It's good to be grateful for what you have and where you're at. And I'm very grateful tonight. And I'm grateful to all of you for taking the time to stop by. For now, I'm going to stop talking, and we'll see you soon, hopefully in a couple weeks' time, back for October. Bye-bye.